Good morning, student. Today I am taking class 12th accounts chapter company account. As you know, company account you have already studied in 11th class in this business studies. Correct? Now today you have in the class 12 also same chapter, but it has a numerical. So I am going with the chapter company account in that share capital. I think so everyone knows what is share capital. The share capital is the part of the capital of a company that comes from the issue of the share. So I think so you know that what is the capital? Capital is a part of the company's money. So that money is called as what? Capital. And this capital converted in the part that called as share capital. Types of share. Types of share already you studied in 11th class, that is equity share and preference share. Equity share and preference share already you have studied. I am not taking right now. So this is the theory part already you have done. Now come to the next point. Next is what? Types of share capital. Types of share capital is all so many types of share capital we have. First, authorized share capital. Authorized share capital has two parts, issue of capital and unissued capital. Next, issued capital is subscribed capital and unsubscribed capital. And subscribed capital again called up capital and uncalled up capital. Same as the called up capital is a part of paid up capital and calls in area. So now come to the first point, authorized capital. What is authorized capital? Authorized capital is allowed maximum capital for the company to issue. Allowed maximum capital. It means the promoter of the company is saying that the company can issue what? 10 lakh rupees as a issued capital. And each share is rupees how much? 10 rupees. So how many shares be converted? 1 lakh. So this 1 lakh share at the rate of 10 is called as what? Authorized capital. Whenever we have to issue the capital, we always has to take the authorized capital in the consideration. If I want to issue the share, I have to take the 1 lakh's bulk. I cannot take the more than 1 lakh bulk because each share is how much? 10 lakhs. So total is how much? 10 lakh. Clear? Now come to the here. Issued capital. Issued capital is nothing but the authorized capital. In the authorized capital, if we are issuing something, we are issuing what? Something. Example, from the 10 lakh, I am issuing how much? 60,000 at the rate of 10 rupees because the face value is how much? 10 rupees. So this 6 lakhs is called as a what? Issued capital. And the remaining amount from 10 lakh, remaining amount is how much? 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs because 40,000 at the rate of 10 rupees. So 4 lakhs is your unissued capital. This unissued capital can be used for the future investment. Is it clear? Now come to the next point. Issued capital has 2 points. Subscribed capital and unsubscribed capital. Subscribed capital. The meaning of subscribed capital is what? If from the issued capital, any person is subscribing, wants the share of that company and he is subscribing for the company, that share is called as what? Subscribed. For example, I issued how much? 60,000. From the 60,000, how much people have subscribed? 40,000. This 40,000 is called as subscribed capital and the remaining 20,000 is called as a unsubscribed capital. Now come to the next. Called up capital and uncalled up capital. For the called up capital, come to this chart. You can see here. Whenever company wants the money from the public, he always go with the installment. Always go with the what? Installment. Installment, meaning of installment is what? The company try to get the money, whatever the 10 rupees for each share they want. From that, for that 10 rupees, they are allotting the different calls. Like first 3 rupees you will pay on the application. Next 5 rupees you will pay on the allotment. Next 2 rupees you will pay on the calls. So this is called what? Installment basis. Now come to the here. Called up capital. Already company got these 2 monies like 3 plus 5. How much? 8 rupees. This 8 rupees already got by the company. That is called called up capital. That is called what? Called up capital. And this 2 rupees which is not called by the company, that 2 rupees is called as what? Uncalled up capital. Is it clear? Now come to the next. Called up capital also has 2. Paid up capital and calls in area. As you know, every person are not paying on the time. See, company wants 8 rupees whenever he called. Now, some people paid complete 8 rupees. That is called as a paid up capital. That is called as what? Paid up capital. Some people does not pay a single money. some people does not pay a single money, that amount is called as a calls in area. So meantime one more thing happening. For example, on application company wants 3 rupees, on allotment company wants 5 rupees, correct? Some people paid application money but does not pay this allotment money. So this application money also called as a what? Paid up capital. And this allotment money is called as a calls in area. Is it clear? Now come to this uncalled up capital. Uncalled up capital is what? Unreserved capital and reserve capital. So meantime this 2 rupees. From this 2 rupees company is deciding that I will call 1 rupees in the future and I will not call this 1 rupees in the whole lifetime. This 1 rupees has a 2 criteria. Unreserved capital and reserve capital. Company can put this 1 rupees as unreserved capital and company can put this 1 rupees as a reserve capital. So what is the meaning of unreserved capital? Unreserved capital, it means it will not call during the lifetime of the company. It will not call. It will call on the liquidation whenever the company go on the shut. Whenever company go on the liquidation, that time company call this 1 rupees to pay out the debts. Correct? Reserve capital. Reserve capital in the sense what? When the company is winding up their business. Winding up in the sense he is closed down the business. On the close down, on the base, only on the close down, the company can call this reserve capital. Is it clear? This called, and this complete part is your share capitals part. Now come to the next, the journal entry part. Now this is your numerical portion for this chapter. Now come next. Journal entries for the issues of share. Journal entries for issue of share, it means it can be issued in the two way, for the cash and other than cash. For the cash, it also has two, lump sum basis and installment basis. Other than cash, it means we are not paying cash. We are getting the share, but I am not paying any cash. We will pay some other thing. Like example, on the basis of I want to purchase the share, I can pay a debenture. I can give my debentures. I can give my any property as a mortgage. So many things are there in the other than cash. We will do in the future. Now come to this, for cash. For cash, we have two bases. One is lump sum basis, another is installment basis. Now come to this. The issue always done on the two bases. There before and some year before we have a three bases, that is par, premium and discount. But discount is now not available. It is removed from the law. So now you have to issue your share in the basis of two way, at par and at premium. What is the meaning of at par? The meaning of at par is the amount of my share is 10 rupees and I am giving this share only on 10 rupees. That is called at par, at face value. Same as the share I am giving on the 12 rupees. The cost of share is how much? 10 and I am giving on the 12. So in this 2 rupees and 10 rupees, this 10 is the face value and this 2 is your premium. So this is called at premium. Is it clear? Now come to this. Now I'm taking first basis, that is lump sum basis. Whenever the question always give you the data, in that data he will tell you this question is based on lump sum or it is based on installment. And this basis is not available. You have just go for the knowledge. It will not useful in your normal life because nowadays it is not applicable. We are not using it. We always go for the installment. So now come here. Lump sum basis. The meaning of lump sum basis means amount, complete amount paid together. It means whenever I applied the share, whenever I called for the share, I have to pay complete amount one time. That is called lump sum basis. Now come to the there is a journal entry we have to pass for the question. In this chapter, we have to pass the journal entry. So, if the question basis on the lump sum basis, we have to pass the journal entry. And on the basis of lump sum, we have two ways to pass the journal entry. There is no more than only two ways. Correct? Now, before going on this journal entry, first go for the process, because without the process you cannot understand what is issuing. So whenever any company wants to issue the share, whenever any company wants to issue the share, the company has to give the advertisement, and advertisement can be given in the paper, can be given on the internet, can be given on the any website of the company. So many ways the company can give the advertisement. Next, after seeing the advertisement, public demand for the share, and public will demand for the share. It means the example, Jio, as you know, Jio you are all are using. The Jio is a part of what? Reliance, correct? So whenever Reliance wants to issue any share, wants to issue the share, first he will give what? Advertisement. From this advertisement, already Reliance name is very high. Everyone knows that Reliance cannot be in the future cannot be say that it will not a loss for the public. So everyone tried to invest in the Reliance, correct? So now Reliance wants to issue the share, and public has also demanded that yes, I want the share. The demanding, and they have applied that application, that applied share is called as what? Application of share. After that, whenever the company completed the application, they got all the application from the public. After that, company will allot the share. Allot the share, it will give the share to the general public, whatever the company wants it, correct? Now this two process is happening in the basis of lump sum. We are going only for lump sum, so I am stopping this only this year. Okay. Now first, company is for the advertisement, company will not pass any journal entry. For the public demand, company will not pass any journal entry. But company wants the share. For the want, the company will pass the journal entry, and the journal entry called as what? Receiving share application money. So entry is what? As you know, company is receiving the cash, the amount. So that bank account debit. Debit what comes in? Bank account debit. 2. Share application, because company is giving what? Share application forms to the public. So this is bank account debit to share application. This is your first entry. Second entry, on allotment. We are allotting allotment of the share. It means company is allotting. So what he is allotting? The share applications. The share on the basis of share application, company is allotting what? Shares. So share application account debit to share capital. This is your normal general entry, correct? And this is the optional in the basis of that, if question has this content, we have to use, otherwise we do not. Okay, now see here, if company is issuing the share on the premium, security premium, so we have to add here security premium. If any company got the oversubscription in the sense what? The company issued 10,000 and public demanded 12,000. So in that case, the company cannot go for more than 10,000, correct? So this 2,000 has to be given back to the public. So this given back is what? Return amount, that is called to bank return. So correct? So this is your normal two general entries you have to pass on the basis of this question. Now I am taking one example for the more understanding. Now comes to here. See here. X Limited issued 10,000 share at the rate of 10 each. It means 10,000 share company wants to issue, and each share is costing how much? 10 rupees. Application received for 12,000. Now see, I told you 10,000 shares I have, and company public wants how much? 12,000. So you can see here also question is saying this 2,000 what? Rejected. Now as you know, first entry will be what? Application. So what application you are receiving? That is bank account debit to what? Share. What you are getting? Share application. So what? Share application. Now on the application you will get the complete 12,000 amount, correct or not? Because you are applying on the case of application, we cannot say that no, I am applying 10. No, you are applying for how much? 12,000. So you will pay for the amount also what? 12,000. 12,000 at the rate of 10. It means how much? 1,20,000. 1,20,000. This is your first entry, and you will write as a being share application, correct? Next, second one. Now company got the share application. Now next you will allot, the company will allot the share. So what will be the journal entry? Share application account debit to what? See, how much share I have? 10,000. How much demanded? 12,000. So I will go for more than 10,000? No, because I have only 10,000. I will give the 10,000. So to what? Here share capital. This share capital amount will be done with the 10,000, because I am already has only 10,000 shares. So what will be the amount in the share capital? 1 lakh. And share application already you have amount of 1,20,000. Now tell me how much difference you are getting. Here is debit is 1,20,000 and credit is 1,20,000 difference. This 20,000 difference is what? Your Rejected share. So you are rejecting, you are giving back the money. So to bank, and what you will write here? Return. So what? Or return you can write refund, whatever you can write. And this is your 20,000. Why it is? 2,000 shares are rejected at the rate of 10 each. So 20,000. Is it clear? And what you will write here? Being share allotted by the company. Is it clear? This question I have done here, and I am giving one question for your homework. And for the homework, just see the homework question. Write down the question. Y Limited issued 20,000 share at the rate of 10 each with the 2 rupees as a premium. Application received for 22,000 shares and 2,000 shares are rejected. You have to pass the journal entry on the basis of lump sum basis. Is it clear? Thank you. I will get back to next video.